Welcome back to Zeus, Master of Olympus. And now...
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
Life doesn't have to be unpleasant. Worship me and find out.
Okay. Now, to set up new piers for trade. Wait, what was that? It's something about a military buildup. And I'd even be worth worrying about.
What other god can offer you a kraken?
Thanks, great grandpa, but... Another military buildup? I don't think that's good.
I want to be loved by you. I'll make your city as attractive as I am.
Okay. Wood. Bronze. Eating wine. Armor. Where'd
What other god can offer you a kraken?
Where is the food? Food! I'm in dire need of food! Okay, just gonna set down these. These. Wine. 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 Yes, I know that's dumb, but the point is, it's funny. Broadly speaking. Humor is subjective anyway.
I want to be loved by you. I'll make your city as attractive as I am. I want to be loved by you. I'll make your city as attractive as I am.
I think I should have put this somewhere else.
Life doesn't have to be unpleasant. Worship me and find out. Life doesn't have to be unpleasant. Worship me and find out.
Setting these up when it's finished.
Certainly, the gods you're worshipping
No
can't
olives.
hold a candle to
I
me.
need the opposite of olives. I'm not certain if the opposite of olives is grapes. Point is, I don't need any.
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
Isn't the lure of seafood enough for you to worship him?
There isn't any seafood to harvest around here. Seriously, how'd you screw that up when you were making Atlantis?
If you choose me, coarser gods won't be able to touch you.
I'd love to help you with your construction project.
Okay. Don't panic.
I'd love to help you with your construction project.
Okay. I need to set up a new neighborhood.
I'd love to help you with your construction project.
This in. Okay, just gotta place down some more farms. A lot more farms.
I will provide for you when you cannot provide for yourself.
Thanks, Demeter. Gotta get the things to make the things. Okay. Grapes. Let me check on any of my other trade runes. Don't buy that. Who wants grapes? Ah. Little wonder that my military is so undermanned. Who's selling armor? Who's selling armor? Who's selling armor? Okay, Ampher. Now, who needs wood? Who needs wood? Wood. I got wood here. Four, 5, 6. And a bit of a non sequitur, but are these dock workers playing with yo-yos? I suspect yes. Why do I suspect yes? Why don't you suspect yes? Well, that could have gone better. The wharfs. Yeah, I think Poseidon has a bit of a narcissist. Not as bad as Narcissus, but still, narcissism in general is not a good thing. Oh! We're spacing on that one.
What beautiful sights there are to see in Autoch. Massive sanctuaries grace the city, reminding all of the grandeur of the gods. Of course, the gods themselves are frequent visitors and a joy to gaze upon. Who could be sad when Athena, with her brisk, efficient march, blesses olive presses and growers' lodges? And Demeter, with her overflowing basket, is truly a vision to behold. Then there's Dionysus, majestically stumbling as only he can, toasting the health of all the people he passes. Truly, Autoch is a wonderful place. But your explorations are not yet done, and you must once again leave Autoch in the hands of Plexore and build a new city in a far-off land.
Well, hello there, my cute little urchin.
Aphrodite purred, blowing you a kiss in greeting.
Don't you think the land around Bamines is beautiful just like me? With all the pretty water and, ooh, the urchins. How I love urchins, with their adorable little spines. They're so tasty, too. I simply must have a sanctuary here, and you are just the one to build it for me.
With that, the goddess disappeared. No one can refuse Aphrodite, and as your assistants scouted around for a suitable place to build the sanctuary, they noticed signs that the Oceanids had been here. The Oceanids produce all manner of goods, so perhaps they can be convinced to trade with Atlantis.
One can hope. Then again, the land around here is more than a little cramped. Yep. Archipelagos. This does not look fun.
darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
Okay, I do have some bridges, but how am I going to build anything starting neighborhood here? Now, this is going to be a trial. Ah, the heck with it. You have been an absolute madman to build and not build under these circumstances.
Thank you very much, my sweet mortal, for my fine sanctuary.
Yes.
Aphrodite exclaimed while jumping up and down.
Sanctuary.
And I just love visiting the Fountain of Youth. I think I'm looking younger every day. And I already looked very young. Soon, I'll look like a baby. I'm going to eat some urchins now. Ta-ta.
Why an immortal goddess needs a fountain that grants immortality is beyond the ken of mortals. But if Aphrodite is happy, then everybody is happy. After meal upon meal of urchins, the time has mercifully come to return to Autoch. New trade relationships with the Mayans have been established, and trade with the Oceanids is going swimmingly. Autoch can be sure that it will always have a supply of urchins. Hooray!
I share your lack of enthusiasm, narrator.
The Council of Atlantis is all abuzz over your latest discoveries. The Mayan artifacts that you brought to Atlantis are wonders to behold, and the Council has decreed that all Atlanteans should see these fantastic pieces for themselves. Unfortunately, Atlantis does not have a building suitable for displaying the entire collection. Therefore, a great museum, which will draw people from all over the 10 kingdoms, must be built. The glee over your latest finds was tempered by some slightly disconcerting news. While you were away founding the colony, Diaprepes and Azaes both began to stockpile massive numbers of weapons in their respective cities. It seems a little unusual, but these two cousins have always been competitive. Maybe they are just having a contest to see who could make the most weapons the fastest. Meanwhile, Demeter, in her never-ending quest to find new and interesting crops, has heard of a legendary field filled with silver-colored stalks of corn called the Argent Maize. In some ways, the Argent Maize reminds Demeter of her daughter, Persephone. Silver calls to mind Hades, who, through a cruel trick, forces Persephone to spend half the year with him. The tall, ripe stalks, on the other hand, suggest the summer, when Persephone is once again at her mother's side. So, with longing in her heart, Demeter yearns to have the Argent Maze to call her own, so that she may be reminded of her daughter during the times of the year when Persephone must live in the underworld. Expect Demeter to call upon you to harvest the Argent Maze for her.
Contest to see who can make the most weapons, right?
I am not buying that. Certainly not for $1. That's just financial silliness.
Greetings, noble mortal. Fulfill my quest, and you will be rewarded.
So, in short, build a museum, get spammed with comment messages that two Atlantean cities are in an arms race with each other. No, wait, that's not enough. Not enough space for me. I must have more space.
That's right. When this thing is done, I will surround it with boulevards.
I am Jason of the Orchis, here to help you in any way I can.
I am so thoroughly pleased. You have fulfilled my quest.
Hooray! I honestly don't care all that much. That was quicker than I was expecting. Pretty.
The Museum Atlantica towers above the city, and its splendid architecture is, in itself, worthy for inclusion in a museum. The new artifacts retrieved from the Mayans are on display, and Atlanteans from all over the continent have flocked to your city to see the fine Mayan metalwork, the intricately patterned fabric, and the remarkable yet simple tools used in everyday Mayan life. The latest exhibit in the museum is an ear of the Argent Maze that Demeter kindly gave to you in thanks. While everyone in Atlantis is amazed by your latest discoveries, it won't be long until they yearn for more. The time has come to see what else is in the world.
It's just a museum on a raised platform. Pyramids, you say?
The Mayan lands are lacking just one thing. Big, beautiful pyramids. Coelho is the perfect place to build a few pyramids, and the Mayans are sure to be astounded by the grandeur of these impressive structures. They'll probably want to learn how to build pyramids of their own, and maybe they'll even adopt our values of peace and science. Regardless, when the Mayans see all the wonderful goods that come from Atlantis, they are bound to want some of their own. Rumor has it that Ares has been spotted in these parts, and that he has been inciting some Mayans to resist us. Hopefully, Ares and the Mayans won't cause too much trouble.
That remains to be seen. And thankfully, we're not confined by what I can only assume was a demonstrably pre-Columbian Bahamas. Finally, some sheep! Eight, 12, 16, 32. Eight. Pierre? Release the sheepies! Okay, set this up for fleece. This one will have olive oil.
I am Demeter. Worship me, and fertile fields will stretch out before you.
Black marble. Okay. Place to put this. Okay, I need a regular marble to build the pyramids and to harvest local deposits of black marble. Set up this trade route. Thank you. Wood. Would you like some wood?
Hello, darling. Worship me, and no one will leave the city's embrace.
There's the inciting that was mentioned.
You've provoked me, you sniveling lout! Prepare to cross swords with Ares!
Well, he left abruptly.
I am the strong and mighty Atlas.
Okay.
You've provoked me, you sniveling lout! Prepare to cross swords with Ares!
Of course. Remember, everyone, the objectives only call
I am Demeter.
monuments to be
Worship me,
built.
and fertile fields will stretch out before you.
That's... Ares, will you leave? Oh, you are making a right nuisance out of yourself today. Ares, I thought we were bros. Built you that sanctuary in Thebes. Now you're trashing all my stuff. Raise the wage rate.
I searched high and low, and there's not so much as a hut for me to call home. Not even Diogenes' barrel.
You do understand that's not why he lived in a barrel, right? He was a philosopher. And kind of a weirdo on top of that.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Oh, whoops, I put in the wrong building there. Wow, I am... Wow, I did a dumb...
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Ratos.
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings. You've provoked me, you sniveling lout! Prepare to cross swords with Ares! Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
It's not much fun paying what are essentially Dane guilds.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
And to boulevard eyes this one.
What could be better than to have your people well fed? What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Brides, brides, brides. Ares smashing my stuff. Am I going to have to call Kratos on you? Because if I have to, I will.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Worship me, and I will help you construct mighty buildings.
Ares.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
I'll be laconic here. This city is mediocre at best.
More food is the only panacea to this city's hunger problems.
And I need food. And I need it about now.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Some of these gotta sell. Okay, fleece, fleece, fleece.
What could be better than to have your people well fed?
Short notice.
The mighty pyramids are amazing sights to behold, and the Mayans are thrilled with them. Already they are adapting the Atlantean design to build pyramids of their own. The Mayans are quite pleased with you, and are impressed that you were able to stand up to Ares and his nasty dragon. Even the Mayans, who were resistant at first, have warmed to us, and have ceased to cause us any trouble. Now it's time to return to Autoch, to tell the people of Atlantis all about our success here. How could they? How could Zeus and Diaprepes be so rash? Have they forgotten the sacred words of the Symphonia Ithacos? Words that they have vowed to uphold to the death? Following some misguided notion, these cousins of yours have decided to declare war on each other, in direct violation of the commands of Poseidon and the Symphonia Ithacos. Neither will listen to reason, and the other rulers of Atlantis are growing nervous, fearing that the war may soon spread to other kingdoms in Atlantis. So, in defense of the continent, which will surely be devastated if the cousins aren't stopped, an army must be sent to quiet Zeus and Diaprepes.
Saw that one coming. Well, yeah, I didn't build it in the first place.
I'd love to help you with your construction project.
Well, aren't we an eager deity?
I'd love to help you with your construction project.
I'm boulevardizing the pyramid.
build one more neighborhood to fill in the labor pool gap. Now at this point, if you basically skip almost everything in some of the colony quest missions, you end up cutting yourself off from some important resources, like, say, trade routes for fleece that you cannot normally get. Otherwise, you have to raid. It's either Zeus or Diaprepe's city for the fleece. My tongue is made out of nuts. Food! Fleece! Oil! I have at least one colony that sends me fleece in tribute! Yeah! Pretty. And now to end this civil war. I wish I were as soon as I hooray, hooray, live and die in his hooray, hooray, hooray down south in Zayam. Wow. Next, Diaprea. That name is harder to pronounce than it should be.
The war between Zeus and Diaprepes is over, and they have been whisked back to the city of Atlantis, where Atlong will make sure that their differences are resolved before he allows them to resume leading their kingdoms. The soldiers of Autoch performed quite well in the battles, a remarkable feat considering their lack of experience in the ways of war. Hopefully, no other Atlanteans will ever have to know the cruelties of war.
Wanna bet?
All is well in Atlantis. New specimens from the Mayan colonies arrive every day and are prominently displayed in the Museum Atlantica, much to the delight of Atlanteans everywhere. Autoch is a booming center of commerce, and traders from near and far come to the city to ply their wares. And after years of being at odds, Zeus and Diaprepes have finally resolved their differences. The Symphonia Ithacos is upheld, and the world is at peace.
How long do you want to bet that'll last? Anyway, this has been Uncle Swinney with Zeus, Master of Olympus. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell notification icon, and I'll see you next time.